Alright, Messy fam, buckle up because this story might be the creepiest story I've ever come across. Imagine this. You're living your normal life. Everything seems fine until the person you love most start acting a little off. First it was harmless, it was funny, but then it takes a dark, terrifying turn. This story of a man who was hunted not by a ghost, but by his wife. So this guy started noticing that his wife has a weird new hobby. He's peeking at him randomly. He's hiding behind the walls, under tables, and just started staring at him. At first he thinks it's a joke, a prank to scare him. He'd be cooking dinner, feels eyes on him, turns around just to see her peeking like him. It would literally make him jump. But she never laughed or explained herself. She just ran off. This is when it starts to get a little freaky and worse, right? Started hiding in places that don't even make sense. Under the bed. In the dark. He's hiding under the bed in the dark. It's no longer funny to him. It's starting to become disturbing. Every time he catches her, she doesn't react. No gotcha, just silence. Then runs off. So it became too much. So one night over dinner, he nervously jokes, "Hey, you're not peeking at me anymore." And her response was, "Maybe I'm just getting better at it." He realizes this isn't a game anymore. It only gets darker from there. One night he's in the shower. He hears a weird sound, like someone breathing. He peeks out thinking maybe it's just an imagination. When he pulls back the curtain, there she is. Her hair is soaking wet, her face pale, staring at him like, this causes him to shout. He tells her she has to stop, but she doesn't respond. He just backs away slowly and disappears. That night, he decides to lock himself in the bathroom. He was too scared to sleep next to her. He's sitting on the floor, literally trembling. And he starts hearing it again, raspy, excited breathing. But this time, it was coming from inside the bathroom. He then looks around. Then when he notices it, the cupboard door is slightly ajar. And it opens a little. He pulls it open. She's just crouched inside. Her eyes are wide, staring at him. She looks almost happy, excited that he found her. So after seeing that was it for him. But he just runs out. He runs out the house, grabs his keys, and drives straight to his brother's place. He's shaking, trying to explain himself and what's been happening. Now, at first his brother didn't believe him, just doing a prank on him and that it's just a game and whatever. But then his brother's wife pipes in and says, this isn't normal. She's actually scaring this man. And just when they think that the night is over, we see her. She's outside the window, face pressed up against the glass, leaving saliva marks. They scream. They look again. She's gone. After all of that madness that was experienced, they decide to let the brother stay at his house. Now, eventually, he did have to leave their house because he was going to work and he just didn't have enough work clothes, so he had to muster up the strength to go back to the place. When he arrived, it was completely dark. All the curtains was drawn, the trash was all over the place, family photos were shattered, furniture flipped over. It's a spooky sight. Now, as soon as he started to head upstairs, he started to smell these hints of rot. He goes into the bedroom. That's when he finds a pile of clothes underneath them eyeballs, not human, animals. And then he sees more of them scattered in the cupboard. She's been collecting them. He's freaking out. Now he's starting to freak out. He's calling his brother. His brother's outside. When he hears it again, then he hears like this raspy, like breathing sound. He looks under the bed. Then that's when he finds his wife. Bloody hands in a sheer of glass with her eyes wide open with excitement. She's not his wife anymore. She's something else entirely. She then lunges at him, but he dodges. He tries to talk her down by saying, like, hey, you need to get help, let me help you. But she just smiles and her bloody hand reaches out. But when he hesitates, she stabs him with the glass. That's when he knew right then and there that it's not a prank, this is not his wife, and him and his brother completely just bailed out the house, not daring to look back. They drive away, too scared to even go back to his brother's house with his wife because they was afraid that she would follow him there. Well, the story ended with him hiding out in the hotel, but he's not safe. He feels that her presence is everywhere. He hears her breathing. He sees shadows in the corner of his eyes. And then one night, he gets a text from her that says, I'm inside. Imagine living like that, hunted by someone who's still alive. Messy fam, what do you think? Was she possessed or mentally ill or something even darker? Let me know your theories in the comments because there's a lot of spiritual warfare going on in this world. But that's all for today. If you got any of your own creepy stories, send them my way. See you on the next one.